Let's talk about the power of reflection. Reflection is those things that we do and we really look inward to see where we are, how far we've come. Today is my 49th birthday. I'm really excited about this. When you watch this video, it's going to be a few days after because we have to prepare these things for the podcast. But I often reflect on my birthday. You probably do too. Today I've been on this earth 49 revolutions around the sun, as they say, and things just couldn't be better. Really excited about everything that's going on in life. We're going to talk about some of the specific areas that I reflect on and give you some insights behind that.
Welcome to Grow Think Tank. This is the one and only place where you will get insight from the founders and the CEOs of the fastest growing privately held companies. I am the host. My name is Gene Hammett. I help leaders and their teams navigate the defining moments of their growth. Are you ready to grow?
The power of reflection is just so remarkable because it gives us clear insight if we're willing to really go deep into those things. I say that because a lot of people just aren't willing to go deep. What I do with my clients is these deep dive experiences where they really reflect on who they are, where they're going, what's really holding them back, and really create momentum and clear confidence and courage to go after those things. But as this relates to you right now, today, you don't have to wait for your birthday. You can reflect on your life and the way it's going. I look at my life in really 5 different categories. I want to go over those with you today and just kind of give you a little bit of insight behind the scenes, if you will, of what's going on in my life and for you to really think about what's going on in yours. So the first is health. We don't have anything if we aren't feeling good, if our body's not strong. And frankly, this past year has been rough for me. I've had some injuries on my knee, my shoulder, been in physical therapy. I was out of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a few months because of that. I'm back on the mats now, so it's exciting to be there. I also had a yearly checkup, and the funny thing about that is I thought I weighed 195 pounds, which is a little heavier than I wanted to weigh, but I got to the doctor and his scale was 204. I was kind of adamant that was wrong, but the reality of that is his scale was actually correct and mine was wrong. So I had gained 9 pounds in one day, which is kind of a shock. So I've decided to really commit to my health in a new way. So that's the first area I look at is health. It really helps to have those numbers, like the blood work and all the things that you really can look at and be honest with yourself about where you are with that. The second area I look at is my marriage. What's going on inside that? My wife's name is Amanda. She's amazing in so many ways, and I'm just lucky. I've been with her for 17 plus years, and just a great place for our marriage. Are we still working on some things? Yes. Is it hard? Sometimes. It's also a lot of fun. It's also just easy at times, and just so much love, and it's just exciting to see that. The third area I look at is family. And this really is as a whole unit. What are we doing as a family? How are we living together? What are we accomplishing? Growing together, or are we getting on each other's nerves? And to be honest with you, it's a little bit of both. We have a 12-year-old. His name is Bennett, and he's an amazing son. He's a little bit lazy, like most 12-year-olds, probably really, really tied to the electronics, but it really is great to see us grow together. We had just a great weekend this past weekend together, just hanging out, watching a movie, and with the dogs and everything. So family unit is a really important piece to the reflection, and you have to make sure these things are in balance, because if those 3 things just aren't in balance, your personal life is probably going to be a wreck. For me, the next area is professionally. I really reflect on where the business is right now, how far it's grown from this past year, what kind of momentum is it creating for me. Financially is one of the measurements behind that, but I'm also looking at just the confidence and kind of clients I have and the kind of work I'm doing. And today is my birthday, and I get to do one of the things I love most. I'm sitting down with a client inside one of my 2-day deep dives where we are really clarifying the things in his business to allow him to go forward and be the leader that he really wants to be, and be courageous and be intentional. And it just really is a great place for me to do this and start the new year out, the new birthday year out. The last area I look at is kind of the hardest, and it's really me as a person I leave this for last because it really is one of the key things to creating the kind of life I want. I look at two specific areas with me. Your areas may be different, but I look at courage and growth. Courage is, looking back at my ability to truly be courageous and make courageous decisions. That's in my business, but that's also outside my business. And really living that life of courage is really important to me. I spent some time really struggling after losing everything in my other business almost 10 years ago. And I know that courage was the pathway back. The other area is growth. And I say growth because growth is just such an important piece to knowing, how far you've been and really looking back and celebrating that, but also looking at the areas that you want to grow in. And when you think about this video, I'm not here to brag about my life. I'm not here to tell you that everything's great because, let's be honest, it's just not. Nothing's perfect. But I do enjoy what's going on, and I do get most of my significance and most of everything coming from inside me. I don't need my wife to pour into me and admire me. Do I want her to? Yes. Do I need my son to? No. Do I want him to? Yes. And the reason I say all this is because I know what the struggle is like and really real about things. And reflection is a powerful tool. I say this because one of the things I think is a benefit to coaching is really just having someone to reflect with and to help you truly be honest with yourself and congratulate you on how far you've come, but also, challenge you to keep moving forward. So that's what I do as a coach. I love what I'm doing. If there's any way I can help you out with this, make sure you reach out to me. And I really would love to connect with you if you're listening in today. So as we wrap up this, your reflection is such a powerful thing if you're willing to do it. You don't have to wait for your birthday. You don't have to have the categories I have of health, marriage, family, professional, and me. You can make up your own categories that are important to you. But I share with you this little practice I have, and it really does help me ground myself in where I am, how far I've come, but also where I'm going, and really clarify some of the things that are really important to me. So I share this with you behind the scenes because I want you to be the leader that you want to be courageous, to be confident, to be intentional, and to create a team that does all the things that they need to do to really grow the business to the next level. As always, lead with courage, and we'll see you next time.